What's up, crew? Welcome to day 21 of the 30-day Redaux. My name is John Connie, aka Big Man Syndrome, and if you're not a part of the crew,
what the heck?
What the heck?
What the heck?
Today's gonna be a simple video again. I'm gonna talk about a subject that I kind of thought about the other day, and it's gonna tie back to my high school days in sports. And I thought this would be a really cool way for me to sort of reach out to high school level athletes right now and talk about some of the important stuff that I learned in high school as far as competing and getting to the next level. I'm gonna find ways to sprinkle this into the content, and I figured on Motivational Mondays might be a good opportunity. So if you know or have a high school, kid in your circle, if you're a father or mother of a high school kid, or you are in high school and you have a friend who's in football who's kind of mulling over this topic, and that's joining the wrestling team. I remember the stigma that it had back in high school. I even thought it a certain way, and then when I joined, it completely changed my mind. So we're gonna go into gymnastics. I'm gonna get some footage on my big camera, and then I'm gonna get into the garage and talk this over. We'll obviously get some burpees done because we got some new to the crew, and we'll get some clean and jerks done because it is episode 21, and by golly, 21 in a row is gonna feel like absolute. You don't want to lift weights? Come on, lift! And then we're gonna go on a bike ride. Let's get your barbell. Okay, like mine is empty. Okay, you put it right here. Yours. You put them on. Like mine. Put mine on. Oh, is that heavy? Ooh. Gotta hold this. That's heavy. Oh, heavy.
I'm tiny.
Oh, yours is tiny?
Yeah. This is my size. It's big.
Oh. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh man, you almost got it. You got it. Nice. All right, let's get those clips.
This one.
All right. Hold on, girl. Oh, you lifting already? Yeah, put my clips on. All right, so we gotta warm up, okay, Ellen? You put the barbell down. We're gonna see if there's anyone new to the crew first. Let's see. Is anyone new? Check the YouTubes. Oh, we got one new to the crew. You want to do a burpee? Do it right there. Ready? Burpee. One. Down. Yeah. Nice. 21. Squirrel right above. The squirrel's attacking. doing these cold, which is really, really stupid. Oh no, I went broken. I did not mean to break it. Woo! Come on. Nice job. Also, there's 2 new in the crew. Got another burpee? Ready to go. Now? Yeah. Go. 2. 2. 2. What the heck? Whoops. Oh, that is solid. That is a beautiful image, possibly. But it's not perfect. It is just barely perfect if I sit back right here. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get, and you get what you get and you don't get upset. That's what they say at the old gymnastics. What's up, crew? Welcome to episode, wait, I already said that. Today is Motivational Monday. It's Sunday, and tomorrow's upload is going to be on a Monday, so that's what we do. Gonna go over a quick topic which I mentioned in the car via my iPhone, and then I'll go over a couple quick updates as far as the 30-day Redaux. But to kick things off, I wanted to talk about the topic that was on my mind, and that is high school wrestling. And that's it's weird that it popped up in my mind, but I kind of wanted to find a way to include this type of thing in Motivational Mondays. In high school, I was an athlete. Before high school, which is an actually interesting backstory, I was not an athlete. I had athletic abilities. Flag football came up, and I was the big kid who can run really fast. And I went from being the kid who never got picked to the kid. Excuse me, trying to record a video here. From a kid who never got picked because I was big and I looked like I wasn't very athletic, to a kid that was just dominating on the field. But I decided to go the thespian route, and I was in 3 plays in middle school and was always in videos with friends, rambling. Long story short, showed up to the high school orientation, and one of the football coaches looked at me and said, are you signed up for football? You gonna be at practice tomorrow? I was like, yeah, no, I'm in theater. Like, yeah, no, you're in football. And he looked at my mom, and my mom was like, I don't know. She didn't really like the idea of doing it, but I joined. I started my football career in high school and was okay. Wasn't, great. It was my first time really getting back into sports. I had tried flag football and stopped that right before, I think, middle school. I did baseball all the way through to maybe 6th, 7th grade. Played soccer as a kid, skateboard, bike, stuff like that, but never really took anything serious. So that first year of football went okay. Had a couple of injuries, I was just a weenie. And the football coach suggested wrestling, and it was because he had a good relationship with the coach. And I was like, nah, no, isn't that the sport where they wear spandex and a bunch of guys roll around on the ground together? No, that's not my thing. I don't remember specifically what the trigger was or what was the deciding factor, but I think it might have been a friend who just was like, dude, you just gotta try it. It's really, really fun. It's something that, it seems weird, but once you do it, you're just kind of like, this sounds like a really weird rationalization, but it became an interest. And I showed up to the practice. My sophomore year, I joined wrestling, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. So the point of this sit and talk today is to potentially encourage high school kids to consider jumping into wrestling. And maybe it's not wrestling, but at least encouraging other sports, because I also did track and field my junior and senior year, but my sophomore year I was football and wrestling. The reason why I use wrestling as the main example is because as a football player, it is potentially the best sport or activity that you can implement in your training to improve your football abilities. I came into football semi-mobile pretty quick and just had enough ability to get by with football. But once I joined wrestling, I came back to the next football season and I was just crushing it, because I understood leverage and I understood what it really meant. And of course I'm really talking mostly about linemen. You can get a lot out of it as a running back, as a quarterback, as any other position, but the biggest impact is going to be as a lineman, and that's because you're constantly doing what you would do on the field. You're going head to head against somebody. You're using your hands a lot. You're trying to get that other person down. Rambling aside, because good God, can I ramble? It was probably the best decision I ever made. I think I would attribute my getting a full ride scholarship to a D1 college for football to being a wrestler, because not only did I bring a lot of skill onto the field for football, but I was also staying in shape on the off season. So again, this is probably a conversation to those of you who are parents that potentially have a high school kid who think they might be interested in doing other sports. I really don't know how this is going to make sense. Sort of wrap up my thoughts on that topic. If you have a high school kid, or a high school kid who only hits football, or you've heard them talk about wrestling in a way that's like they're not sure because it's so and such, maybe show them this video or let them know that you know a person that has not only benefited from wrestling but wouldn't change a thing in high school having done 3 years of wrestling. It only bettered me on the football field, and I attribute it to me getting a full ride scholarship. I definitely recommend any high school kid to take wrestling. That was probably super all over the place. I should have probably planned that out more, but who has time for that on a Sunday when you got 2 kids in the house? Nope. Quick updates. This week was still not really keto, but I feel like I'm okay as far as, getting my fitness in. Definitely hit some hard sessions, and the daily vlogging is definitely on fire. Super excited about yesterday's video, the clickbaity video, just hoping that hits micro viral views, but really just had fun making it, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. That is part of the 30-day challenge, is getting daily content back on track, and I want to keep doing this. So 30-day challenge Redaux will be done on Tuesday of next week, not this coming Tuesday, but I will not finish daily vlogging. I'm going to keep going. It's going to be really tricky trying to get a video up on Thanksgiving and the day after, because I'm going to be traveling, but I will do my best to do that. And it might just be really, really quick. Like, I'm going down to LA to see family. I might just do a couple different traveling clips and sit down and talk and do something like that. But I'm going to continue to upload daily because I love it. I enjoy it too much, and if I try to break it up, it's just going to make me rationalize not making a video for the day. Expect daily content for as long as we can go. I'll be up at SBS Gym for the Rite of Passage meet. If you are a part of the crew and in the area, make sure to say what's up. I'll be the guy carrying around a camera rig trying to get footage. Potentially we'll be hosting a mini podcast there for some content for SPS, and then shoot some other really cool things. So I don't know what time I'll be there on Saturday, but I will be there. Tap me on the shoulder, say what's up. I hope to see you there. That's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're new, join the crew. And if you're not new, tap and go that like button, leave a comment, share this video. Those are the ways that grow the crew. And for a limited time only, if you call now, we will double your likes. I'll see you later, crew. I just can't get away from the rambling. My God. And I know what to do to fix it. You sit down, you write down all your freaking ideas, and then you edit that, and then you speak to that. But no.